Yeah, and so let's think about how and where all this matters, because at the end of the day, we are all organizations that function based on our financial performance. So how do we take everything that we've talked about here and make sure that it's reconciling with where and how we're actually measured and graded as businesses? Adrian, do you want to speak a little bit to this?
Sure. Yeah. So, I mean, we all know what the business value is for star ratings, right? It's incredibly incentivized, and it's a great tool to kind of pull that money back into your business and keep delivering a great member experience. Um, but star ratings don't really matter to Medicare members. They stay because of their provider and their medications. So it's it's a good business investment to pay attention to stars and to do that work because it also helps drive member experience. But ultimately, retention is driven by things like, pharmacy benefits and provider networks. So don't lose sight of those things either. And there's a lot of changes happening in this space, right? A couple of the things that I've called out here. We've obviously seen the measures changing, the weighting changing, but instead of a regression to the mean, we've now seen more 5 and 3 star plans than ever before. So things are getting a little more extreme, and it's going to be harder to kind of work through those points differences. The focus on patient experience is well socialized at this point, right? We know we have to pay attention to that, but it's important because patience has been replaced with frustration, right? There's some forgiveness that was in play right after COVID, but that's going away. Members want access and it's hard to get. So getting care quickly is down, customer service is down, and complaints are up. So the barriers to succeeding with member and patient experience are getting bigger. And CMS is telegraphing interest in health equity. So paying attention to things like health equity, social determinants of health, and incorporating those now will help you later when those measures are probably going to come into play. We've seen the trend that this is something that's top of mind, so it's likely to land in the next several years.
Yeah, I mean, this is dramatic to me. So if we know how we're being graded, that is a huge input on how we should be developing our strategies. And so to see the opening up of how distributed our performance is going to be in caps and stars, leaning much more into experience, we know that that's where we should be placing our chips then and placing our energy. It's interesting to think though, just with we talk about 3 star, 4 star, and 5 star plans, and oftentimes I think it can make them seem like they are dramatically different in terms of their performance. And I think this is, these are just pulled directly from CMS. You can go look these up on your own. But to really get more intimate with what are the cut points between being 5 star in a certain measure and being 4 star, I think this is really motivating because sometimes it is only 1 to 2 to 3 percentage points difference. It's almost nothing, but the financial outsides on what that can do for your organization is just massive. And so getting to know, hey, if we're a 3 star, that means we're operating at this clip. But we really need to be getting up just 1 percentage point more. So, what are the 3 or 4 things that we're doing differently this year that are going to give us a good chance at that? Adrian's point earlier was around, are you talking to different pockets of your organization? Clinical quality might know this like the back of their hand. They are not thinking about member engagement and they're not thinking about communications. And so, how we can start to bring these things together, I think, is a really important merging of organizational data.